Hello students, welcome to the second video of your chapter number 22nd, trigonometrical ratio. In the previous video we have done the basics related with the chapter trigonometrical ratios. We have done the three basic trigonometrical identities, that is sine theta, cos theta and tan theta, and also the inverse of sine theta, cos theta and tan theta, that is sine of A, sine of theta or sine of A can be written as 1 upon cosecant of A. Then we have cos of A can be written as 1 upon secant of A. Then we have tan of A can be written as 1 upon cot of A. So cosecant, secant and cot are the inverse of sine, cos and tan respectively. Okay, we have done the relationship between the angle, base angle and the sides of a right angle triangle using the table, that is Sona Chandi Tole Pandit Badri Prasad Har Har Bole. We have to remember that particular table because it is useful in all the sum that we will do in the exercise. Okay, now proceeding towards the exercise, we have exercise 22nd A. Proceeding towards your exercise 22nd A, question number first, very first question from your exercise. What is given? A right angle triangle ABC is given and two sides are given. AB is 3 and BC is 4. And what we have to find, a particular trigonometrical identities are given in your first question, but we will find all the trigonometrical identity from this very first question. Okay, now first come to the diagram here. What is given? We have a right angle triangle ABC. So first thing that we have told you to identify the right angle. So right angle is here and B, so side opposite to it will be your longest side, that is hypotenuse. Then the second part, we have to find the base angle. Since we have to find all the trigonometrical identities based on this diagram, so first we will consider the base angle C. Okay, we will consider the base angle C and we will find all the trigonometrical identities. All the trigonometrical identities based on C, sine of C, cos of C, then we have tan of C. Then inverse of sine is cosecant of C, inverse of cos is secant of C. What is inverse of tan? Tan is cot of C. So we have all the trigonometrical ratios with respect to your base angle C. Now we have to decide the perpendicular and base. So side opposite to this base angle, that will be your perpendicular, and here we have BC as your base. BC as your base. Now we have perpendicular, we have base. Perpendicular is 3, base is 4, but we do not have the hypotenuse, that is longest side. So in this case we will apply the Pythagoras theorem. And what Pythagoras theorem says, according to Pythagoras theorem, the square of the longest side is equal to the sum of the square of the rest of the two sides. So we have the hypotenuse as the longest side. So according to Pythagoras theorem, square of the longest side, that is hypotenuse square, that is equal to perpendicular square plus base square. What is hypotenuse? Hypotenuse is AC square, that is equal to perpendicular. Now it is AB square plus BC square. Base is here. So we can write it as 3 square plus 4 square. 3 square is 9 and 4 square is 16. So 9 plus 16, that is equal to 25. 9 plus 16, that is equal to 25. So what will be AC? AC will be equal to square root of 25, that is equal to 5. So we have AC as this is equal to 5. So longest side of the right angle triangle is 5 here. Now we have all the sides of your right angle triangle. Perpendicular we have base, and we have the hypotenuse. Now we will apply the same rule. That is, we have a diagram or common rule here for sine, cos and tan. And what is the rule? That Sona Chandi Tole Pandit Badri Prasad Har Har Bhole. So Sona Chandi Tole Pandit Badri Prasad Har Har Bhole. So what is sine? Sine is perpendicular upon hypotenuse. What is cos? Cos is base upon hypotenuse. What is tan? Tan is perpendicular upon base. Okay. What is cosecant? Since cosecant C is the inverse of your sine, so it can be written as hypotenuse over perpendicular. Similarly, secant is the inverse of cos. It can be written as hypotenuse upon base. Similarly, we have cot is the inverse of tan, so inverting it, it will give you base upon perpendicular. So we have all the value here. All the value. What is perpendicular? Perpendicular here we have AB upon AC. Similarly, what is base here? Base is BC upon AC. What is perpendicular? Again perpendicular we have AB over BC. Then we have cosecant. Invert it will give you AC over AB, and here we have secant, that means AC upon BC, and last we have BC upon AB. We are inverting it and we will have the value of cot. Now substitute all the value here. What is AB? AB is 3, and what is AC? AC is 5. So what is sin C? Sin C is 3 upon 5. Then we have cos. What is BC? BC is 4 and AC is 5. Again AB upon BC, that is equal to 3 by 4. This is equal to AC upon AB. AC upon AB, that is 5 upon 3. Then we have 5 over 4. Then we have 4 over 3. So we have all the trigonometrical ratio with respect to your base angle C. This is the case when we are taking the base angle C. Okay. Then second case, when we are taking the base angle as A. Now we are taking the base angle as, again we are taking the base angle as A. So forget about the value. See here we have base angle A, sine of A, cos of A, tan of A, cosecant of A, secant of A and cot of A. This is what we have to find. We have already find the value of perpendicular, base. These three sides we have already have, but base angle is now changed. Base angle is now changed. Base angle is angle A here. Now where we have the base, there will be a perpendicular, and where we have perpendicular, there will be a base, because we are changing this base angle. Now come to here, again side opposite to right angle, it will be hypotenuse, that we have 5 here. Then we have side opposite to base angle, it will be perpendicular. So now our perpendicular is BC, which is 4, and here we have base side, that is equal to 3. Okay, so what we have, perpendicular is equal to 4, base is equal to 3, and hypotenuse is equal to 5. Hypotenuse is equal to 5. Again, we have a table, sine सोना चांदी तोले पंडित बद्री प्रसाद हर हर भोले. Okay, the value will remain same. Sine will be perpendicular upon hypotenuse. So we have perpendicular upon hypotenuse. But here we have to check which is perpendicular. Now perpendicular is BC upon AC. BC upon AC, because perpendicular is this. Then what is base now? Base is AB over AC. Cos of A is base upon hypotenuse, base upon hypotenuse, so value will be AB upon AC. Then we have tan is equal to perpendicular upon base. Tan is equal to perpendicular upon base. So what we have, perpendicular is BC over base is AB. Okay, BC upon AB. Then we have cosecant. What is cosecant? Cosecant is inverse of sine, so it will give you AC upon BC, and secant is inverse of cos, it will give you AC over AB. Then we have what is cot? Cot is inverse of tan, it will give you AB upon BC. Now substitute all the value here. Substituting all the value here, what we have, BC. What is BC? BC is 4 over 5. So first trigonometrical ratio, sin A is equal to 4 upon 5. Then we have AB upon AC. This is equal to 3 upon 5. Then we have perpendicular upon base. This is equal to 4 over 3. This will be equal to 5 upon 4. This will be equal to 5 over 3. And here we have 3 by 4. Okay. So in this way, we can find all the trigonometrical ratio based on a single right angle triangle. Okay. There must be a 3 angle in a right angle triangle. One must be a 90 degree, and 2 angle will decide your base and perpendicular. Okay. Look at the trigonometrical ratio, which angle is given. Okay. Here we have angle A, that means base angle. Now we have to take A here. When we decide the base angle, after deciding the base angle, we will decide the perpendicular and base side. Okay. Now come to the second question. Second question from your exercise. Come to the second question here. What is given? Again we have A, B, C triangle, and right angle at A. We have angle A is equal to 90 degree. So if this is the right angle, so side opposite to this, that will be your hypotenuse, which is the longest side of your right angle triangle. Then we have the hypotenuse side. Then rest of the two side will be either your hypotenuse, base or perpendicular. That will depend upon your base angle. But here one side is missing, so again we will apply the Pythagoras theorem. So according to Pythagoras theorem, What is Pythagoras theorem? Square of the longest side is equal to the sum of the square of other two sides. So hypotenuse square, that will be equal to perpendicular square plus base square. So it will give you 17 square. This is equal to 8 square plus we do not have the value AC square, or we can write it as BC square is equal to, longest side is BC square is equal to AB square plus AC square. We have substituted the value of AB, but we do not have the AC here. So 17 square, that will be equal to 289, that is equal to 8 8 the 64 plus AC square. So AC will be equal to 289 minus 64, that is equal to 225. So AC square. So what will be AC? AC will be equal to square root of 225, that is equal to 15. So what is AC? AC we have the side as 15. Okay, we have find all the three sides of a right angle triangle using Pythagoras theorem. Next thing what we have to do, we have to find the trigonometrical ratio which is asked in the question. First trigonometrical ratio is your cos of B. First is your cos of B. First trigonometrical ratio is cos of B. So we are taking this as a base angle B. This B as a base angle. Now if B is the base angle, so side opposite to this, that will be your perpendicular and this will be your base. Okay, this will be your base. So what we have, BC is equal to hypotenuse is equal to 17. Then we have AC is equal to perpendicular is equal to 15. Then we have AB is equal to 8, or base is equal to 8. So we have perpendicular, base and hypotenuse, all this. Now cos of B we have to find. What is cos of B? What is cos of B? Again, table Sona Chandi Tole Pandit Badri Prasad Har Bole. This is the table. It hardly take few seconds to draw this table. Now cos of B. What is cos? Cos is base upon hypotenuse. This is equal to base over hypotenuse. What is cos? Cos is base upon hypotenuse. Now right, what is base? Base is equal to AB over AC. Sorry, AB upon BC. AB upon BC. So what is cos of B? It is 18 upon 17. We have the value of cos of B. Second, we have to find the tan of C. Second, we have to find the value of tan of C. Now if it is given that we have to find the value of tan of C, now in this case our base angle will change. This is the base angle. If this is the base angle, side opposite to this, it will change into perpendicular, and side opposite to this, side with this angle, that will be your base. Now perpendicular and base are changed. Okay, it is the base angle which will decide your perpendicular and base. Now this is your perpendicular and this is your base. AC is your base and AB is your perpendicular, and it is the case when we take the base angle C, because it is asked in the question that we have to take the base angle C. So what is tan of C? Tan is perpendicular upon base. Tan can be written as perpendicular over base. So what is perpendicular? Perpendicular is equal to AB upon BC. Sorry, base is, what is base? Base is AC. Base is AC, which is equal to your 8 upon 15. So what is the value of tan of C? Value of tan of C is 8 upon 15. Then we have to find the value of sine square B plus cos square B. Third part, we have to calculate sine square B plus cos square B. Sine square B plus cos square B. We have the value of cos of B and we have to find the value of sine of B. First we will find the value of sine of B, and how we will find the value of sine of B? How we will find the value of sine of B? Sine of B, this is what we have. Base angle is B. Since base angle is B, so this will be our perpendicular and this will be your base. Okay, this will be your perpendicular, side opposite to your base angle. Now again base and perpendicular will change. It is perpendicular, this is base. AB is the base and AC is the perpendicular. Now what is sine? Sine is perpendicular upon hypotenuse. Sine B is perpendicular upon hypotenuse. What is perpendicular? Now perpendicular now is AC over hypotenuse is BC. AC upon BC. So it will give you 15 upon 17. So we have the value of cos of B, we have the value of sine of B. But we have to find the value of sine square B plus cos square B. Substitute this value here, it will give you sine square B is 15 upon 17 whole square plus here we have 8 upon 17 whole square. It will give you 15 square is 225 upon 17 square is 289 plus 8 square is 64 over 289. This is equal to, take the LCM. LCM is 289 and 225 plus 64. This will be your 289 over 289. Cancelling it, we will have the value as 1. So sine square B plus cos square B, that is equal to 1. This is also an important identity. Sine square A plus cos square A is always equal to 1. Okay, this answer should be 1 because it is a trigonometrical identity that sine square theta plus cos square theta or sine square A plus cos square A, that must be equal to 1. So our answer is 1. So we have done a correct answer here. Then third part. Again we have the third part here. Third part, in a third part, what we have to calculate? We have to find the, fourth part. We have fourth part here. What we have to find? Sine B cos C. Sine of B into cos of C plus cos of B into sine of C. Cos of B into sine of C. This is what we have to find. We have already find the value of sine of B, which is 15 upon 17. Then we have cos of B. This is equal to 8 upon 17. We have the value of sine of B and cos of B that we have already found. We have to find the value of sine of C and cos of C. Now again we are taking the base angle C, so change it. This will be your perpendicular, this will be your base. So change here, this is your base and this will be your perpendicular. So what is sine C? Sine of C and cos of C. Sine of C is perpendicular upon hypotenuse, so it will be 8 upon 17. And what is cos of C? Cos of C is base upon hypotenuse. It will be your 15 upon 17. Now substitute all these four values. Sin B, cos B, sin C, cos C. So what is sin B? 15 upon 17 multiply by cos of C, it is again 15 upon 17 plus 15 upon 17. Then we have what is cos of B? Cos of B is 8 upon 17 multiply by what is sin C? Sin C is again 8 upon 17. So multiplying it, it will give you 225 over 289 plus 64 upon 289. This is equal to 289 upon 289. 289 upon 289, cancelling it. This is again equal to 1. Okay, this is again